What is going on, guys? It is your boy CJay and we are back with another H1Z1 PS4 video. So a lot of you guys have been asking me to make this video with my new settings. Now that season 2 is here, I told you guys I would wait till season 2 to drop my new settings. So now that it's finally out, I'm going to be showing you guys my new settings and telling you guys why I changed them. So hopefully you guys can understand if you do try to replicate these settings. So with that being said, that's what we're going to be talking about. Also, I will leave some gameplay at the end of the video so you guys can, see it in action. Also, I'll be giving away some premium battle passes for my subs, so make sure to drop a like, drop a comment, because I do pick out of my comment section, and sub with those post notifications on if you are new to the channel, because you don't want to miss those daily uploads, those tips, tutorials, the high kill gameplays, and all that good stuff. So with that being said, let's get into this video. Now, first things first, my brightness is at 0. Now, some people have it at 10, some people have it at 15, some people have it at whatever. It really depends on your monitor or your TV. Mine's at 0 because my monitor is already really bright anyways. So that's pretty much it. My sprint toggle is on. My aim acceleration is high response. You could use linear or exponential, but the reason I don't use those is because it doesn't give me that little to no input lag when I use the left thumbstick or the right thumbstick, and that's why I use high response. So that's the main reason for it. My controller sensitivity is at 35, which is a big jump from what it used to be. If you guys watched my last sensitivity video, it was at 0. The reason I turned this up is because I felt like 0 was getting a bit too slow. I wanted to move a lot faster, especially for ADSing. When you're ADSing, you're kind of in a standstill, and 0 sensitivity doesn't allow you to move right to left very quickly. So that's why I turned my controller sensitivity up, so I can look left to right and just abuse the movement as much as I can while ADSing and stuff like that, or in shotgun fights. So it just allows you to strafe better, basically. So that's why I turned mine up. You can keep it at 0 because it's still viable, especially if you're trying to hit your shotgun shots. 0 is still the way to go in my opinion, but if you do want to move faster and if you can still hit your shotgun shots with it at 35, I recommend it. My scope sense is still at 100, no reason to change that. The M40 scopes are way too slow by default and they still haven't changed that, so it's still gonna stay at 100. My sights, now my sensitivity used to be at I think around 30 or 40. Actually, I think maybe more. I think 30 my sight sensitivity used to be. Now I changed it to 65 because I felt like, again, it was too slow, but not just because it was too slow. It was too slow for tracking vehicles. Now if people are boosting in their ATVs or their cruisers and stuff, 35 or even below default isn't really going to do much for it. You're not going to be able to track them properly, especially when you factor in bullet drop and all that stuff. So that's why I turned my sensitivity for my sights a lot higher. Now this isn't for everyone. If you are having troubles, you could go back to default and you wouldn't have too much trouble chasing vehicles, but 30 is still a bit slow for me. But 65, if you want to be able to aim right in front of vehicles as they're driving away so you can hit those shots, I think 65 is definitely the way to go. You could go higher, you could go lower, that's my preference. So hopefully it'll work for you. If you do try it, let me know. My vehicle camera sensitivity is still at 100 because I do obviously turn full circles to find where everyone's at, especially before I hop out of a car so I don't get third partied. Controller dead zone is at 0, again because I don't want any input lag from my controller. And vertical look obviously is off. Toggle ADS is off, no reason to turn that on. As you guys can see, if you do watch my channel at any point, you know that my reticle is green. Now it can be any color, put it whatever color stands out for you. Green stands out for me because it's super bright on the screen versus anything else. But you can put blue, you can put red. But one thing to point out, if you do use green and you get stuck in the gas, don't use a shotgun because that's gonna fuck you over. All this stuff is obviously the same as anything else. Controller vibration is off. I never play with vibration on any game unless it's like a Forza or some shit, but I'm sure some people do like the controller vibration, I just don't. And that would be pretty much it. One thing to point out is that I do have my game audio off. Meaning, so what I mean by that is when you're at the end of the game, when there's I think 3 or if you're in a 1v1, they have a little background music going on. I have that off because I don't want to hear it, especially if you do end in like a city or some shit, or in an area with houses and stuff where you kind of need to pay attention to the footsteps because you don't know where a guy is. Having that background noise is annoying as shit. I don't want to hear that background music at all, so that's why I have it off. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna leave you guys with the gameplay. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and that's pretty much it. Hope this helps you guys out. Let me know if it does, because I know this is a big step, but I do want to say very quickly before I end the commentary that if you do want to use my old settings, you can still use that. It's still very viable. Just if you want to play a lot faster, be a more faster player, I think these settings are definitely a good step, or a good next step anyway. So that being said, it's been your boy CJ, and I'm out. Peace.